but it sounds like he was fairly he was fairly based, as the kids say. And he's just an old guy, bro. He made it. He won the game. He was good as a player. He was great as a coach. Coached some of the best basketball players in the entire world of all time. I don't think the man, by any stretch of the imagination, is a racist. Scottie Pippen is a weirdo whose wife was stepping out on him, so he's just lashing out at everybody so he can get some headlines and sell some whiskey or whatever, some snacks that he was selling. And as far as Magic Johnson is concerned, we never got a real explanation as to how Magic Johnson came down with that illness. Okay, so that's a mystery.
South Park says it was just the money,
Okay, and
maybe Fauci had something to do with it.
But the NBA that Phil Jackson is talking about, it just reeks. It reeks of this soft bigotry of low expectations. Right? They have these millionaire athletes, billion-dollar corporation, but they're pandering to people who they think are too stupid to see through all of the absolute nonsense. So you guys are constantly pretending or letting people know that black people are stupid. They think you're so dumb that painting Black Lives Matter on the floor and kneeling with a towel under your knee is somehow going to solve this problem of racism. And the bubble thing and the George Floyd stuff, like, let's never ever forget, okay, that George Floyd happened in late May or early June of 2020 at what was supposed to be the scariest time. Everything was unknown. There was no pharmaceutical that was going to save you from this deadly disease, right? The NBA shut down, all of the major sports, everything was shut down. You couldn't go to work, you couldn't do anything until George Floyd died, and they threw it all out the window. That's how manipulative this entire thing has become. When I was arrested in Lower Manhattan, nobody knew the name George Floyd. It didn't exist. 3 weeks later, this man is worldwide famous. And everything that they told you for the past, it was only 3 or 4 months at that particular, 2 or 3 months at that particular time. Everything they told you about how scary it was, and don't ride the train, don't go to work, don't do anything. And still at this point, there's no pharmaceutical that they're forcing on you. And it just vanished. It vanished, and we were protesting. We were burning cities down because of George Floyd. So I think for Phil to put it nicely, saying that it got a little bit too political, you have to look at it logically, bro. Everything they said was just a complete lie. And that was only 3 or 4 months in. And look how far we've come. So it's all absolutely ridiculous. And I will never let it go. They ruined my life, basically.